Your success rides on your willingness to partner with God. Now, it sounds cliche. It sounds easy. But more times than not, we are really resistant to partnering with God, because sometimes God asks us to do hard things, right? Things that we don't necessarily want to do, things that may be inconvenient, but it is in the ask that he gives you an opportunity to advance. It is in the, hey, do this thing, that he's saying this thing will set you up for success, either in the short term or in the long term. What we forget is that every day is loaded and pregnant with opportunities to advance. We forget it. And so when we say, oh, God gave me this idea, I'll do it tomorrow, you forget that tomorrow has its own struggles. Tomorrow has its own cares. Tomorrow, y'all know I don't listen to Glorilla, but sometimes she comes up on my Apple Music and she be talking about something, that's why I love tomorrow. Well, you need to love today. Don't be like Big Low. You need to take advantage of today. The Bible tells you that daily God loads you with benefits, right? Daily, every day, he gives you an opportunity to advance. He gives you an opportunity to pull on the fact that you are a beneficiary of the kingdom. But when you don't do what he tells you to do, and we get into this hyper grace culture, I am not a hyper grace person. I think that grace is fantastic when we need it, but you shouldn't need to ask God for grace because you're just being outright disobedient and hard-headed. My grandma used to always say, a hard head make a soft butt, and she was true. What you don't listen to, you will experience. What you don't do, you're going to deal with the consequence of it. This world is all about consequences and repercussions, or blessings or curses. Rules are rules because they should be followed, right? And so when God is saying, hey, I want you to go ahead and do this thing. So say for instance, you're praying for money. That's the thing we want more of. Praying for money, God, you know, I need you to be Jehovah Rapha. No, I need you to be Jehovah Jireh. I need you to be my provider. Father, I need finances. I need resources. I'm calling them in. You calling them in from the north, south, east, and west. Cool. You did that part. God responds to you as Jehovah Jireh. He responds to you with an idea. You're still praying for the money. He's responded with an idea to help you produce the money. But because you don't see the end result immediately, right, which is the money you're praying for, you discard the idea. So you're in this cycle of perpetually asking for something that he is continuing to give you. Is just not in the form that you recognize it in. So you're praying for money, he gives you an idea. Instead of going to, you know, unpack that idea, research that idea, think about that idea, signal to heaven that you heard heaven, and signal to heaven that you're taking the idea seriously, you just sit on it and scroll on TikTok. You sit on it and you know, look at other people's timeline. I'm struggling. I'm going through. Well, you may not have to go through. You may be elongating your go through time because you won't partner with God. It's really a relational thing here, y'all. Yes, your father has an obligation to take care of you, which means that he will give you the things that you do need. It may not look like how you want it to look, but he is still providing by giving you that idea. Now, when we discard the ideas and, you know, just whatever we do when we don't want to do it, we bind ourselves to a lesser status.